Hello, 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 everybody. Oh my goodness, it is Saturday morning again, and we are going to have so much fun today. So, I have been really busy getting the last things set up for the end of our Beatrix Potter series. Now, this is the longest we've ever run on any project. This project we did for about 3 weeks, and I have to tell you, like, every time I think, okay, well, this is the last thing I could possibly create with Beatrix Potter, then something else just popped into my mind, and it just kept going and going, and I just had to keep sharing it with you guys. So I have just been blown away to see the level of creativity in this group. Like from adding little lace pieces to, like, what is that? Like eyelash feathery things to your crafts, and making just the most adorable, like, huge projects out of the smallest, like, little challenges. And it has been mind-blowing. I have learned so much from all of you, and this is one of the things, like, Matt and I just love to do, just scrolling through all the things to see what you guys come up with. Now, let me just see if everybody is live here. I'm not seeing anything on my side here yet. So let me just see if I can get a little feedback here from everyone. Yeah, there we go. We've got a live going. Let's see who's on here today. I see Sandra and BJ and Nelda. The gang's all here. That is awesome. Yay. It's so good to see some familiar faces here today. I think it's going to be a really good workshop today. Matt just gave me a thumbs up for sound check, so I know that we're good. Charlotte is here, Elizabeth, Vanjie. Oh my gosh, Vanjie, I had just the greatest time looking at those things that you created, like with the Beatrix Potter. Like, you jumped the gun and also created a desktop organizer with it. Woohoo! I hope that you can still meet up with us tomorrow for the member-only desktop organizer that we're going to be making. So Elizabeth says, no coffee, but a diet Dr. Pepper. All right, anything goes. And Angela is here, and Marlene is here. Woohoo! Fantastic! Wow! Everybody's here. I'm just going to maximize my screen here so I can maybe get a better chance of seeing what everybody's up to. So today, like I said, we are going to be saying goodbye to Beatrix Potter. Now, it's always a little bit sad when we say goodbye to such a huge theme, but we're also going to be making for some really cool new things. In the meantime, we have this workshop right here where we're going to be creating this beautiful waterfall folio. And tomorrow, our members are going to be creating a beautiful desktop organizer to store all of your Beatrix Potter things in. So this is going to be super fun, you guys. Now, let me just see here. Let's quickly have a look inside of this little flip pocket, like, waterfall folio. And as you can see, of course, we've got beautiful pockets on the sides here. We have little pieces of ephemera that go right in here. And I just love it. Look at these tiny little pockets here too, hey? So even the ephemera that you used for your, like, mini folios, you can use that ephemera to go in here, and that would look beautiful, I think. And then we fold this open, and there's another big pocket on this side, and we've got some bookmarks. Isn't this lovely? Oh, my glue got stuck there. There we go. And look at that. Jeremy Fisher is right on there. This is gorgeous. I love this kit so much. Like, it's just so much scope for the imagination. All right, so let's just see this waterfall folio. Now, who can tell me who actually has made a cascading waterfall folio? One that has a pull mechanism, so when you pull it, it automatically cascades. Just show me here in the comments here who has actually done that. So let's see this here. Look at how beautifully that works. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I could never make that. It's too intimidating. we are going to break this down into really small steps today. And then before you know it, it's going to be done. And it's like, oh, what did I just make? Oh my gosh. And you're going to make 100 of them and give them to all your friends. So Elizabeth says, yes, she's done it. Marlene says, yes, Angela has done it. Wow. So we have some pros in the group here already. It's beautiful. Nelda says it's beautiful. I have and love the waterfalls. This is awesome. So Dorothy says, no, she hasn't. BJ says, yes. Okay, so we have a good variety in the group here. So let's get started on this kit. I just wanted to hop back on the comments here quickly. And Cheryl says she just joined the membership. Yay, Cheryl. I am so glad that you're here. You know what? I did notice a message from you come in this morning, and I am going to send you an email and just kind of walk you through where to find everything, just so that you can download all the things that you need. I just reading your other comment, you're saying that I have not made the cascading. I'm brand new to making this type of craft. Well, you are in the right place. You're going to find so many videos and so many helpful people who are going to be able to just, make this so easy and so fun for you. Now, those of you who are brand new to this, we have so much in the Beatrix Potter kits, you guys. Now, I don't want to overwhelm you guys, but look at everything that we have done in this collection. Oh, and this is not everything. I forgot my little... Here we go. Look at this. Was one of the first projects we did, was our mini box, Beatrix Potter mini box, with our mini folio inside. Remember that? Wasn't that adorable? Now, before we get started on showing you all of this, let me do introductions here first, just for those of you who don't know us yet. My name's Anani, and I am going to be working this part right here. I am going to be showing you how to make the folios, how to make the kits, everything. My lovely husband, Matt, is our guy in the chair. He is the one that's going to be dropping you your gorgeous bonuses. He is going to be answering your questions and chatting with you in the chats. Make sure that you guys' questions are answered. And if I don't see a question, then he's going to let me know so that I can answer it live right here for you guys. So today's freebies are really gorgeous. So because we're saying goodbye, I thought that we'll do a really beautiful page of fussy cuts. And this is for everybody who's watching live today. And in addition to that, I thought that we should do some pocket bookmarks as well in the Beatrix Potter Easter theme. Now what I did here was I double printed these and then glued them back to back here. Look at that. So, and you can double up on the pockets in the back, and all of the ephemera pieces that you have as part of your Beatrix Potter kit, you can just start stuffing it into here. And then of course you can add a little, hole punch up on the top here and put it together, put this in your journals or folios. That would look so gorgeous, you guys, don't you think? I think that would be so pretty. Now, as I used to do this all the time, and for some reason I haven't done this for the last few kits that I've created. I used to create a collage, kind of just as a way for us to say goodbye to the collection, kind of have a memento of all the characters, all the styles, everything inside that kit. So as our replay bonus today, I created the same thing. So this is a collage with a little tip of the hat to all the different characters in Beatrix Potter that we have. And just all our favorite scenes, like the blue door with all the peonies in it, and the little puff tickets. And remember those? Like all the different kits that we made? And I just love this so much. So use this in, all your creations. This one was made with so much love. I love doing these collages. So enjoy that, you guys. This is going to be on the YouTube replay page. And this is going to be part of like any anybody who didn't catch the live, or even if you did catch the live and you just still want this page, you go to the YouTube replay page and this will be there. These beautiful fussy cuts and bookmarks will only be available to everybody in the live though. So if you haven't done so yet, join the Crafting Studio membership for $7 and you're going to get all of this. The whole Beatrix Potter collection is going to be yours. And also all the kits that we've ever created. So make sure to, if by the way, if you don't want to join the membership, that's okay. We have a lot of these kits are for sale separately. So this is like our, what is this? Our hidden paperclip collection. And we have our loaded tag kits. Oh, where's more loaded tags? Here's more loaded tags that we created. Wow, look at all those loaded tags. And then of course we had our beautiful, what was this one? You guys remember this one? This is our shadow box, hidden paperclip shadow box. And for most of these things, there are also videos on how to create this. So all of this is part of the membership, or you can also get it for sale inside the Ko-fi shop. Oh, and look at this. This was our beautiful flip pocket folio. Remember this? This was so stunning. Look at all the things we made. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but look at all the things we created, right? That is just spectacular. I love all these. And then of course also a member-only exclusive was the ephemera pack. Now, I don't know who's used the ephemera pack. Anybody here? Let's just see. I just wanted to hop onto the comments still. Yvette says she's still not able to craft, but Yvette, I'm so glad that you're still joining us for all the beautiful like chats and all the workshops. I just love your enthusiasm. That's great. And Deanne says, love the collage. Yay! And Cheryl says, oh wow, I love that we are getting all of this. Absolutely, like anything, like we've got thousands and thousands of pages now. So you are going to be able to craft until, you know, next year without any problem. So this is our ephemera pack. Who has actually used the ephemera pack, you guys? Leslie said she has. Ophelia is here too, and Janine is here, and Terry, Dorothy. Oh, I've said hi to Dorothy. Let's see here. Yeah. So a lot of people have actually used the ephemera pack too, and there's just so many things in here. I know Katie's used it in her journals. Again, like it's just so much in here, right? So just in case you guys missed it, I hope you catch on to this one. And of course, all our junk journal pages and texture pages. Wow, I can't believe that we did all of that in in the last 3 weeks. Who's like super excited about this? Yes? Okay, now today we're going to be working with the 8-page freebie. So this is our little Cascading Waterfall freebie. It's 8 pages. And so this is basically what it looks like when it's all cut out. You've got your front and back covers. You've got pockets. You have these waterfall cards right here. And you have your mechanisms on how this works. Now, let me just put all my stuff away here. Now, for everybody who wanted the upgrade kit, the upgrade kit is $3. Matt's going to drop the link for you guys for that. And then, let me just see here. We are going to like only make the freebie kit, but I'm going to be showing you how to actually add some additional things from the upgrade kit. So the upgrade kit has things like additional covers, so inner and outer covers. I think there's like, I don't know, maybe 6 additional covers or something. Here, let's look here. Aren't these gorgeous? And by the way, you guys can print these on 32-pound paper, and that will look really nice. It will really pop. So this is another inner cover here, another cover. Aren't these just so spectacular, you guys? And by the way, if it says inside a folio, it doesn't matter. If you want to use it for an outer cover instead, there is nothing stopping you from doing that. Let's see what else we have here. We have some bands to make the pockets with. So this is the one that we're going to be using today. But we also have some additional ones. I don't think I have all of them here. Here, let's see what else we've got. We also have some additional pockets that's also in the upgrade kit. So if you don't want to use these pockets here from the freebie, you can use these upgrade pockets instead. So it's kind of just a different color scheme. I try to make like 2 different color schemes that are more the vibrant, like bluish colors, and these ones are more the toned down with the splashes of cerulean in it. So, but of course you can mix and match and use whatever you want. And then of course in our upgrade kit we also have some additional, well, lots of additional ephemera. And let me just see here. We have some additional ones right here. I didn't get a chance to cut these out yet, but aren't these just so spectacularly gorgeous, you guys? So if you have the upgrade kit, you can cut those out and you can use it along with us. I'll show you where to use those. If you have the freebie kit, that's perfect. We're going to be creating with that today. Now, one of the most spectacular things about the upgrade kit is that you have additional waterfall cards. Now, in the freebie, we have these cards here that have one of the characters, some of the Easter aspects, and then some of the scenes as well. So I wanted to kind of capture a little bit of everything. So the picket fence, the door, the Easter wagon, the books that say Peter Rabbit on it, Mrs. Tiggy Winkle, and of course more Easter eggs. So I kind of wanted to put a little bit of everything in there for the freebie. But when you upgrade, you have the complete bunny collection right here. And we've got Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. We've got Peter Rabbit. We've got Benjamin Bunny. So all of the rabbits right here. We have a floral collection for your cards. We also have a collection of these beautiful characters. So we have Jemima Puddle Duck. We have Benjamin Bunny, Mrs. Tiggy Winkle, Jeremy Fisher, Tom Kitten, and Mrs. Tittlemouse. Isn't that so cute? Okay, so that's, if you guys wanted to upgrade for $3, that is what you're going to be getting for that. But who is ready to actually get started today, you guys? Let me see here. I see somebody's got a birthday. Christine, it's your birthday. Yay, happy birthday, Christine. Wonderful. I'm so glad that you made it to the live, even though on your birthday. That's awesome. Let me see. Nan is here as well. She said, good morning. New to the happiness and looking forward to my first project. Oh my gosh, this is so good. And Karen, yay, Karen, you're here. Wonderful. Now, you guys, I made a little mistake here today. I forgot to give Matt the links for the live, for the bonuses. So, what we are going to do is we are going to drop the bonuses for everybody today. All the live bonuses, all the replay bonuses, we are going to put on our YouTube replay page for everybody at the end of the workshop. Now, I hope that you guys don't just hop right off because you're going to be getting the bonuses, because we also have a huge announcement to share with you guys right after this craft, right after we make this. This is only for our Facebook group. Like, this is only for the 1,400 people that are currently part of our Facebook group. On Monday, we'll be sending out an email to everybody and posting it everywhere on the internet. But currently, it's only for our Facebook members inside of this Let's Create Something group. So stick around. We're going to be crafting together, and we have some big news for you guys afterwards. Okay, now let's give a big cheers. I'm having my tea still, Lovey. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
And cheers, everybody. Let's get crafting today. Okay, so as usual, we're going to be breaking things down into really small steps, right? So what we have here are our backing cards and our waterfall cards. So the backing cards are simply to put on the back of your waterfall cards so that it doesn't look so bland. You have a beautiful pattern. The pattern matches exactly one of the texture pages inside your Beatrix Potter kits. So everything is color coordinated, everything works together. Okay, so that's one of the first things that we're going to be doing. Let's just put this aside here. Now, alternatively, you can just print your waterfall cards onto a backing page. So just double side print something on the back of it, and that will work perfect. I like printing this or gluing this back to back because it makes it a little bit stronger, and my paper is not as strong as I like, so that would work perfect. We have little pieces here. These are to use with your pull tabs if you want to, and that's going to be so that we can know where to pull on the mechanism, or everybody who gets this as a gift will know where to pull on the mechanism in order to make it cascade. So that's what we have there. We have our beautiful pockets, like these are the big pockets we have, and the little pockets that are matching. We also have our mechanism. So this is our band. There's two of these. This is our band to keep the mechanism in place and to secure it. These are the three main pieces, which are actually the mechanism. And then we have our front and back, or inner and outer covers right here. Okay, so does everybody have all their parts? Karen says, I love the color palette. Yes, I do too, Karen. Like I varied a little bit. Right about halfway through the Beatrix Potter theme, I varied a little bit from just the blues and the pinks, and I started adding these like beautiful natural textures too, and I think it just adds so much to this. It is gorgeous. So Jen says, woo, I made it. Yay, Jen. Is everybody cut out? Everybody has all their pieces? Now, who's going to be creating this with me today? And who is going to be watching it on the replay? Just so that I know kind of the speed of what we'll be going here today. I don't want to be running off with just making everything and then somebody gets left behind. So just pop in the comments for me who is making this with me today. Now, while we wait for people to comment, we're going to put aside our pockets for now. We're going to put aside our cards, our waterfall cards, and the backing cards for now. And all the other little pieces. We're going to be working with some of the bigger pieces right now. And we're going to be putting aside our bands and our mechanisms. So let's put all those together. The only thing you want in front of you right now are your inner and outer covers. So let's see here. Wow, we have a lot of people making it with us here today. Leslie and Helen and Nelda, Jen, Yvette's going to catch the replay, and Karen's going to catch the replay. Karen says she's too nosy reading the comments. You know what, Karen? I'm hosting it, and I still find myself reading the comments, and then I forget to talk or forget to craft. So you and I are exactly the same wavelength right now. So let's see here. I watched today, then put it together while watching the replay. That's what Ramona says right here. Okay, so we've got a lot of people like who are making it with us, but then also some just catching the replay. Perfect. Now we're going to be adding some glue to the back of one of these cover pieces, and then we're going to glue the other cover piece right over top of it, just like that. So I'm gonna be using my liquid Elmer's glue. I just love this glue. And you know what, you guys? I found a few pages tucked into my collection of suitcases here where it was like 28-pound paper. And I was like, oh my goodness, I have to use this so sparingly. I think I had like 13 beautiful pages of 28-pound paper instead of this really awful 20-pound paper that I've been working with. So we are working with some really nice paper today. Let's see. Now let's add these pieces together. What I really like about this Elmer's glue is that it allows me to kind of shift things. Once I put it down, I can just move things along and just have them completely line up the way I want it before the glue sets. There we go. Look at that. It's beautiful. I love it. Ah, how gorgeous is that? Easy peasy. Now, what you want to do ahead of time, if you want to, is you can score on those fold lines. That will make folding it a lot easier. Now, Matt went ahead and scored all of my pieces beautifully for me ahead of time. So Marianne says, I need to take the replay later as I'm running in and out all the time. No worries, Marianne. I'm so happy that you're like actually catching us every few minutes here. That's amazing. And Chrissy says she's making it with us, and Elizabeth is making it with us. Wow, that's amazing. And Ditta, hi Ditta, great to see you here. And let's see here. Sandra says she's watching the live while she's prepping all the parts. That's awesome. Okay, so now we're going to fold on our score lines here. If I can see that. I'm probably going to fold this side here first just so that I can make sure it doesn't go over the line. So when I'm folding this, I want to make sure that this edge doesn't go over this fold line. So right there. And I'm just gonna use my little tool here. I want to make sure it's really flat. Perfect. And then we're gonna fold over this section right here. Make sure it folds over really nicely. There we go. Perfect. It seems like I'm a little bit extra zoomed in here today, you guys. I don't know what happened there. Oh well, you guys, we get to see my hands a little bit more up close and personal today. Okay, so I just want to straighten everything, all my fold lines out here a little bit. I'm noticing I'm going over the edge here a little bit. Now, if that happens, it's not a big deal. We can just trim it a little bit here. And you can also add ink. If you don't want to trim, just add some ink. Nobody's gonna know, nobody's gonna see. And that's gonna be beautiful. I'm just gonna cut off these excess pieces here. There we go. That's very pretty. I'm gonna get rid of these excess pieces. Beautiful. Now look at this. We have our folio. Now, you can make as many of these covers as you want, and you can use it for anything. You can just add some pockets. Like if you take your ephemera pack, for instance, there are loads and loads of pockets inside your ephemera pack. So for instance, look at this. These beautiful character pockets, and you can add that inside just for this cascading waterfall. You can use it as part of any one of your kits or ephemera pieces or pockets or anything, and you can just add whatever you want to it, and it's gonna look spectacular. Perfect. So now that we have our folio, let's get on to our mechanism. So I'm just gonna put this aside here to dry for a second. Now, who's excited about this mechanism? Once you get the hang of this, it's fairly simple, but it's just getting the right pieces in the right parts. And so that's what we're going to be working on here today. So once you have this part here, it says glue part 2 here. So this is the part that we're going to be working with first today. And there are lots of fold marks right here. So make sure that these are folded really, really well, because if this isn't folded well, then our mechanism is not going to be able to pull properly, and it's going to get really, really stuck. So let's see here. Matt's putting my attention on, look at all the love that we're getting. Look at, he's seeing all those hearts go up, and it's like, oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, you guys are just amazing. Stop. Don't stop. Okay, so I just want to make sure that these are really well folded right here. And I'm going to tuck that in, because the better this folds right now, the better your mechanism is going to work. So let's make sure we got all these fold lines right there. Perfect. Look at that, you guys. Beautiful. Now if we hold it like this, see how nicely that folds on every line? It basically has to be able to do that, right? Just fold it in really nice, just like that. Perfect. Okay, now I hope that I can remember how to do this. I've been practicing again. Okay. This is part 2. It has a little label on the top there that says part 2. And right here, we have a section that says glue part 2 here. Now, this is the part 2 that we're talking about. So we're going to take this and we're going to glue it all the way. We're going to cover up this section that says glue part 2 here. We're going to cover that up with part 2 all the way to there. Up to that line. You can cover the line a little bit just so that it's not visible. And that's what we're going to do. So let's add some glue right here. Just up to that line. Okay. And let's add this part 2 right there. Beautiful. I just wanted to just barely cover that line so, you know, we don't look like we need instructions. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I just love this texture. Isn't that beautiful? It just feels like you could actually like touch it, right? Like that burlap thing. Now, when Matt and I were beekeepers, for those of you who don't know, we were beekeepers for almost 15 years in Alberta. And we used to sell our honey at farmers markets and so on. And we used to use burlap for inside our big bins and stuff, and our smokers and so on. And we used to get this from the coffee maker, the guy who roasted coffee beans at the farmers market. And so this just reminds me so much of that. I just love it. Okay, so let's flip this around. Now we're on the blank side here. There we go. And now this bigger part that you received, it doesn't have really, I think it's called part 3 on the instructions, but I can't remember exactly. But it's the only bigger part that's left. And that is going to go over top of this part 2 section that you just glued. So right here we have all those fold lines. Well, we're going to be gluing it on the bottom part here. So we're going to line it up on the bottom and glue it all the way to this fold line right here. Right there. Everybody got that part there? Oh, the burlap did. It smelled so amazing. So let's add some glue right here to the edges. And put lots of glue, you guys, because you do not want this to come apart halfway through. So I love this liquid glue. I can kind of just move it exactly into position as I'm going along here. Love it. And just make sure that you do not go over top of your fold line, like right there, because as soon as that goes over the fold line, then your cascade mechanism can't pull anymore because you're over the fold line. So let's see. That looks good. Everything is lined up nicely. Woohoo! Look at that! Wow, we've assembled our mechanism. Look at that. Now, let's create the little part that actually helps it to move, right? So this is the part that actually all the little pockets, like all the little cards are gonna be on. Now let's create the part that's gonna help it move. Now, I gave you two pieces here. One is a little bit redundant, but you guys know how I feel about white backings. So, even though you're not going to see this white backing, I gave you something to cover it up. Don't feel obligated to use it, but just for the heck of it, I am going to use this. So let's just see here. Let's put our backing piece onto here. You can also just use it as a separate piece. So instead of using this one as your band, you can use this as your band. But the intention really was to use it as a backing for the band. Again, we're gonna line it up beautifully. These two pieces. How is everybody holding up here? Am I going too fast? Everybody's still good? Let's see here. Tracy says she's watching. Okay, and so now we're gonna just fold on those fold lines. Make sure it's nice and straight. So while the glue is still wet, I'm just gonna fold this over. So there's fold lines here, and you can score those before you cut it so you know exactly where the score lines are. So there we go. I'm gonna fold those. Beautiful. Okay. Now, this is a part that really is not going to be seen, you guys. I made it pretty because, you know, it's Beatrix Potter. All the parts just need to look pretty. It's not going to be nice if it's just a brown piece. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to fold it over on those fold lines. And we're going to make sure that it fits around this part that says part 2. We're going to make sure that it fits around there. So we're going to wrap this around part 2. That's basically where it's going to be living, is around part 2. So we want to glue these two flaps together. So we want to make sure that you don't add glue to the whole piece here, because otherwise you're going to glue it onto this part 2 part. And you don't want to glue it right onto part 2. You just want to make sure that it can fit and that it can slide, right? Everybody still on track with that? Jen says she's a little bit behind. Terry says I'm doing great over here. Tina says not going too fast for me. Love this. That's awesome. Okay, so this is basically the part that's going to help it slide up and down here, right? So let's glue this piece together, and all you want to do is, okay, this flap that goes over top of this piece, it only goes up to here. So just make a tiny little mark. Do I have a pencil here somewhere? Yeah. Just make a little pencil mark to say, okay, only add the glue up to that point. Okay, so I'm just gonna add my glue up to that point. And now we're gonna fold it over. Glue this down. And as you can see, it goes over a little bit here, like it's not completely lined up, my pieces that I glued together. That's okay, nobody is going to see this. Trust me on this. Okay, so I just want to make sure nothing is glued down that shouldn't be glued down. That is perfect. Okay, now we're going to slide this back up. And I want to make sure, you see where it says part 2? I want to flip this over, and the seam of this is going to the top here. Just like that. Did everybody get that part? So when I have the part that says part 2, then I want to have the flower on this part. When I flip it over, I want to have the seam on the back side here. And the reason for that is, now that we have our little mechanism part, you know, where we did all our folds, there's a bottom straight part right here, like a square right here. And this is the part we're going to glue onto this slider. So we're going to glue this onto the slider. We want to line it up just to the top of the bottom here, like not all the way to the bottom, like maybe about 1 millimeter off of the bottom. And make sure that it's nicely centered right here. Most importantly, you want to make sure that it's lined up to your sides. So line them up to the sides here. I want to make sure that my slider is nicely centered. Okay, so everybody's good with that. Let me just center my slider here a little bit better. And I'm gonna glue, so this square piece right here, I'm gonna add glue to it, and I'm going to glue it down onto my slider, onto the part that has the seam. Okay, so I'm gonna add glue to the slider part and not to the back of the square, because the back of the square is bigger than the slider, and so then I'm going to get glue on the back part here as well, and I don't want that. So let's just add some glue to the slider. All right, and let's glue this down. Again, just about 1 millimeter off of the top. Make sure it lines up nicely the sides here. Is everybody still following along well? Beautiful. Okay, so now let's see. Now we've got some sliding action going here. Look at that. Woohoo! We've got a slider, you guys. That's amazing. Who did this? You guys should take some pictures and post it. I want to see you guys' sliding mechanisms. Once you can get this part, the rest is just fun and easy. Okay, so now we're going to pull this down, and so this is your square right here, and then you have let's see here. Cheryl says, Anthony, I know you've been asked this before, but would you please show the glue bottle that you are using? All right, this is our Elmer's glue right here, and I love this glue. Now, I can't always find it. I think it was in Brazil that it was impossible to find Elmer's glue. And the same with Bali. We could not find it there. So when I travel now, I travel with bottles and bottles of Elmer's liquid glue. But I also, for some things, I love my Elmer's stick glue too. So, who is ready to keep doing this here? Tina says, yep, she's still following along. Perfect. So we have our square part that we just glued to the slider, and we have the first little piece right up here, like by the first fold line. So we have all these little glue tabs basically. We have a brown, we have one right below that. That is where we're going to be gluing all our waterfall cards to. So we're going to be putting aside this little mechanism that we just created just to dry a little bit, and we're going to be adding some backing pages to all of our waterfall cards here. So let's see. I'm actually going to put the glue on the backing page. No specific reason, I just like seeing it come together for the waterfall cards like that. Let's see. Cheryl says she's with us. Dorothy, I'm ready. Terry, I'm ready. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna just add our little waterfall cards to the backing cards here. I should probably have done this ahead of time, you guys. I'm sure you don't want to see me glue, but it does make sure everybody has a chance to kind of catch up as well. So right here. Just pop in the comments for me. What are you guys planning on doing with these? Are these going straight into your journals? Are you going to be making a bigger project out of this? Is this going to be for a friend? Like, what are the plans with these folios, with these Cascade Water folios? I would love to hear some ideas of what you guys will be doing with this. And of course, you can always just add some ink to the edges too. Like on the example one that I made, like the sample one, I added some black ink to the edges, and I think it looked really good. Oops, I got glue everywhere. So this is gorgeous. I just love all these Easter themes along with the Beatrix Potter. I don't think we could have picked a better Easter theme. Okay, we're halfway there, you guys. Just bear with me. Now, like I said before, you don't have to have backing onto these, but it just makes it so that you don't have like a bright white piece of paper when you flip your Cascade cards. This is so handy, just sliding it into place like this. Okay, so let me see what people are saying. Cheryl says she's making a junk journal as a birthday gift for her daughter. Oh my gosh, I think she's gonna love it. Let's see here what Sandra, I don't see Sandra's message here anywhere. Matt said, check what people said.
She said, I've watched several tutorials on waterfalls, but this one is hands down the easiest one to follow. They were the best.
Thank you so much. Sandra says this is a really easy tutorial to follow. That's awesome, Sandra. I'm so happy to hear it. My learning style is I have to break everything down into the smallest pieces and go from there. So I figure some people will probably appreciate that as well. All right. There we go. Now we have all 6 our waterfall cards ready. Now if you have the upgrade, sorry, I forgot to mention to you guys, if you guys have the upgrade pack or you're a member, then you have options to add different waterfall cards, right? So the cards that we just used are the freebie cards, and they are spectacular. They're really beautiful. You don't need anything other than that. But if you wanted to upgrade for $3 or join the membership, then you can use these beautiful character cards, or you can use the floral cards, or these. I just have to laugh every time I see this. Seriously, look at those faces. They are just so adorable. And I just love the Flopsy bunnies as well, right? So you can choose then which waterfall cards that you want to use if you've got the upgrade. So let's oh, that just makes me laugh so much, you guys. Okay, so now we're going back to our mechanism, and we're actually going to be adding our cards to our mechanism. So now that we have these beautiful cards made, you're going to have to choose which one goes on the top, which ones goes on the bottom. You can just select any which ones you like. I think this one's going to go there. Okay, so the one you want on the bottom is going to go first. So we're going to put our Easter eggs on the bottom. So kind of like finding Easter eggs, right? So we're not going to glue the whole thing on here. We're only going to add glue to this glue tab section right there. That's a small little section between the folds. So we're going to add some glue there, and we're only going to glue this right on there. Now you'll be able to really be able to just follow the guides here. Like this square is the same size as this whole section right there. So you can't really go wrong with like, where am I supposed to glue this, right? Make sure you do not stick up over top of the fold line. If anything, put it down tiny little bit. That's gonna help your mechanism flow a little bit easier. Okay, so now that we have our first one down, now push up your mechanism, and guess what? We're seeing the next glue tab right there. Let's add some glue to this glue tab right here. And we're going to just put this on there, make sure that it's nicely lined up. Like, make sure that your cards are nicely aligned with each other on the sides, and again, make sure that it doesn't stick out over top of the folding line on the top there. If anything, maybe a little bit lower, just so that it doesn't get caught up on there. Perfect. Now that that card's up, now push up on your mechanism to reveal the next section. Isn't this fun? This is like so fun, right? And so easy. Okay, there we go. We're gonna put our books. I just love these books, how they say like Beatrix Potter and Peter Rabbit on the sides there. Let's see. Okay, let's line it up again nicely on the sides and at the top. Beautiful. And again, like, you can ink these edges so you don't see any white parts, nothing sticking out. Okay, again, now that our card is on, we're gonna move up our mechanism a little bit. There we go. And we're gonna just keep on doing that. We're gonna keep moving up our mechanism until we run out of cards. So that's a pretty easy way of seeing when you're done. Or running out of places to put the cards is probably a better way, because everybody who's got an upgrade has a lot of cards. Okay, let's put this little wagon right here. I have to say, this is a lovely way of spending a Saturday morning, you guys. I love this so much. Okay, we're gonna push up our mechanism to the next tab. Let's see. Aditya says she's gonna put this on in her journal. Awesome. And Shelly says we have 51 on here. Isn't that amazing, Shelly? That's wonderful. Let's see. Easter baskets. There we go. I just saw Karen's comment here. She says, you can't really go wrong. Like famous last words. Believe me, I can. Oh, Kelly. This is like, Karen, this is like truer words have not been spoken. I am so with you on that one. Yeah, as soon as you say that, then suddenly you start gluing things backward and everything starts falling apart and it's like, what just happened in my universe? Okay, we got this one on here and now we're gonna do our last one. I just wanna make sure everything is lined up side to side here perfectly. Beautiful. I'm gonna push up one last time and this is our last tab right here. And we're gonna add Mrs. Tiggy Winkle. Woo, she's so cute. I love Mrs. Tiggy Winkle. So for those of you who are doing the upgrade packs, who have the 24 pack, which of the waterfall cards are you going to be using? I would love to know what your favorites are. Look at this, you guys. Now, just as part of Karen's comment here, I am not going to be tempting fate. Before my glue dries, I am not going to be doing anything with this right now. First, we're going to be going back to our folio. So I'm just going to give this a second to just settle here. And then we're gonna come back to it. So we're gonna leave it right there. We're gonna make sure that, you know, everything's pushed down and we're not gonna touch it. We're not gonna tempt fate that way. Okay, so here is our folio. Now we have a couple of things that we're gonna be adding to our folio. So right here in the middle, this is where our waterfall, cascading waterfall is gonna be. So on the sides here, we can add beautiful pockets. Now this flap, the cover flap right here, it can't really hold one of these big pockets unless you want to go and like cut alongside here. I mean, you could do that to make it fit right inside of this cover flap. So these pockets usually go on the inside here. Now you can make it so that it faces the inside of the folio, or you can put it this way so it faces the outside of the folio, whichever one works best for you, and you can interchange too, whichever ones are best for you. And then you can put one on the outside too, like you could put it over here, you can put it over here, which like anywhere that works for you, that is going to be good. Now for those of you who did the upgrade, let me just grab the upgrade pockets here. You can use these pockets. So any of these ones will work inside here. And you can use it whichever way you want. Aren't these gorgeous? I just love this so much. Cheryl says, I'm making 3 folios and have mixed all the cards and alternated them. That is lovely. I can't wait to see some pictures of this, you guys. Marianne says, I know, I just thought about the time-wise, as you normally start at 5 here, but today you've already started at 4. So it's probably just because of the time change that we had. If you want to know what time we're starting, it's always at 11 a.m. in Eastern Canada. So regardless of time changes, when it's 11 a.m. in Eastern time in Canada, then that is the right time to be here. So just base your clock on that. Okay, so I'm going to be working with the freebie pockets here today. So let's go back to that. And I think I'm gonna be adding this one right here and this other one on the outside right here. Actually, I'm gonna add this one like this. That would be lovely. All right. So I'm gonna just add some glue just to the edges. Oh, and remember not to add glue to the top of this because that's where things go in and out. I'm just mentioning because, you know, I have actually done that live on this group before. So just make sure that you only add the glue to the 3 sides that you want to glue down. I think I want to have it this way instead. There we go. I wish I actually had a copy of all the bloopers of the videos because you guys would get such a laugh out of that. Like the time I forgot how to make a hidden paperclip, like the whole thing, the whole workshop was all about creating hidden paperclips, and I forgot how to make it. So I was stumbling my way through that one a little bit, but everybody was very gracious. So, and then we're gonna add this one right here. Perfect. Beautiful. I love the different color schemes that we can have going with the same theme, right? Oh, this is so beautiful, you guys. Just look at this. Ah, oh, that's gorgeous. Now these little pockets are specifically made to go inside the flap right here. So that's where we can put them. You can put them anywhere you want. Like you can put them over here instead if you wanted to do that. Like on top of these other pockets. You can put them on the outside somewhere if you wanted to. Anywhere you want. I'm going to be adding mine right on the inside here. Let's just get this glued on right there. And this one. Now you can cut yourself some glue tabs if you want to. That'll probably make this a little bit easier. That way your pockets are a little bit bigger as well. But there we go. That's lovely. Oh, that's gorgeous. Now let me just see if I have some additional pieces of ephemera cut out here. Now in our freebie, we have all these different pieces that we can use right here. We have little washi tape pieces, we have little tickets and cards, all kinds of like stamps, everything. Did we include that in the freebie? I can't remember now. Did everybody get a package of this? A page of the freebies in the freebie, like a page of ephemera in the freebie pack? Just let me know quickly. Like I can't remember if that was part of the freebies. But in your upgraded pack, there's like tags and more ephemera, and so yeah, you're gonna be able to just have so much fun with that. And of course, you can use all the pieces from your other packs as well, and just add it. So you'll never run out of ephemera. So let's just take this for instance right here. I'm just using some of our, because I can't find my other ephemera right now. I'm just gonna use this right here. This is what we had from one of our hidden paperclip kits. So we can add that, and look at how beautifully it just all matches, right? So you can just add all of those pieces into your pockets here. That is just lovely. It's beautiful, right? Okay, now who's ready to see if our cascading waterfall is actually working? Let's see. And I hope the glue is dry enough. I can feel it's a little bit wet still, but let's go. The first time around, let's make it very slow, just so that we can catch any pieces that are stuck together. And so let's take it very slow. And there's our first flip, and flip number 2, and flip number 3, and 4. We have a little bit of a glitch here in the back. So that's usually what happens if your glue is not quite dry enough, but we'll see how it goes. And it still goes. Beautiful. Now, I don't want to force anything here. I'm going to force this. Oh, that glue is still a little bit wet. So I'm going to wait for my glue to dry before I do all of them. But look at how beautiful that this is, right? And you just want to go really slow. Make sure that the mechanism is working, that your glue is dry. And look at that, you guys. We have a working mechanism. Woohoo! That's lovely. Okay, whose is working first time? Let me see. Okay, so now we're gonna flip this over again, and right here on top of this beautiful flower, or the back piece of this whole sliding mechanism, that is where we're gonna add glue. And then we're gonna take it and center it beautifully here, side to side. But on the top, you want to scooch it up a little bit. Like, you see how there's a beautiful border on there? You want to just shy of that border, so that you're giving yourself a little bit of extra space on the bottom where we're going to be putting our pull tabs. Perfect. Okay, everybody ready for this part? Let's see. Oh my gosh. So much love, you guys. And everybody's saying it's working. Woohoo! That is just the best thing ever. I just love seeing that. I love seeing how it's like first time you guys getting this to work. Okay, so let's glue down only this band that goes across. We don't want to add glue anywhere else, because then it's not going to work anymore. It's going to get glued like all flat down onto the page. So only onto the band. And we're going to flip this around, and we're going to center it side to side, but at the top here we're going to move it, scooch it a little bit up to the top here, and we're going to just hold it down just to dry for like 1 second. Perfect. Dum, dum, dum. We have to have some elevator music while we're waiting for the glue to dry. For the glue to dry. Let's see. Okay. Let's see this. Oh my gosh. We did it, you guys. We did it. Okay, so gently pull, just to make sure that, you know, your glue is probably not completely set yet. So you don't want to pull the whole thing off. So very gently pull to make sure that your mechanism is still working. Look at that. Oh, if it gets caught a little bit, wait till your glue dries, because it just gets caught in the back here on your mechanism, on your band, but it'll work fine once your glue dries. There we go. Look at that. It's lovely.
Jen asked, did she miss that? Where are we gluing it?
Okay, so right at the back here, let's see if mine can still lift up here. Yeah, my glue is not set yet. I'm just gonna lift that back up. Okay, so right at the back, like where it says part 2, this is your sliding mechanism. So you just want to add glue onto this flower part, like this band that you put across there. That's where you want to add the glue. Nowhere else here, just on that band. That's where we're going to add the glue. Okay, so we're going to turn this around, and then we're going to glue it into our folio, and we're going to scooch it all the way to the top and center it side to side. Perfect. Dorothy says, this is working amazingly. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, Janine says, the theme song of Jeopardy. I was thinking the exact same thing. We should have Jeopardy's theme song. Doom, 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 doom. There we go. And our mechanism is working so well. Look at that. This one is a little bit. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now these little cards are optional. You do not have to use this if you don't want to. I think we're going to, just because it's pretty. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to glue this piece right here to the back of one of these little cards. So basically it sticks out like this. And then I'm gonna add it right up to the top here. I wanna make sure that my point doesn't really go over the side of the folio, but this is what I want it to look like. So let's first of all glue this piece right there. So I know basically the spacing here, this has to be a tiny little space. So I'm gonna add some glue to the top of this here. And I'm gonna add it to the back of this little ticket right here. Center it nicely. Like that. And now I'm gonna add glue to the whole thing. I'm gonna flip this around and we're gonna glue it on. So this is going like all the way up here, as far as you can put it, to make sure that this section right here, like this little point, doesn't go past the edge of the end of your folio here. And I can even pull it out maybe a little bit here. Give a little bit more space right there. Beautiful. Doesn't that look so lovely? So now somebody can come along and just say, oh, I can pull this. Don't pull it now because your glue is still wet, because it'll just come apart. But you can just pull on this little pull lever and your whole cascading folio will start cascading. Isn't that lovely? Wow. So tell me, who's worked? Who's gonna try this again? Who is gonna be making tons of these so that all their friends can have it? Donna says, Anani, you think of everything so fabulous. Oh, thank you so much, Donna. And let's see, BJ says, and did I miss the bonuses? No, BJ, I missed the bonuses today. Actually, what happened is I forgot to upload the bonuses to share it with Matt, so he has nothing to actually drop for you guys today. I'm so sorry. But what we're going to do is we're going to be adding the bonuses for everybody in this group. So we're going to be adding the bonus, just a bonus package on Ko-fi, and we'll drop the link for you guys so you can find those bonuses. And our bonuses today, where did I put them? Oh yeah, this here, like we've got these beautiful pocket bookmarks. I got 3 of them here somewhere. I only have 2 right. Oh, there we go. There we go. Pocket bookmarks. Beautiful fussy cuts right there. And where is my, oh, here it is. I also made a collage page. Remember how I used to make the collage pages for the Fairyland theme and the beach house theme and all those? Well, I made one for Beatrix Potter as well. So these are going to be all your freebies that we're going to be dropping for you guys. So just to say thank you for being here and watching with us and having so much fun today. Now let's quickly add some more ephemera pieces. So in your freebie, you also get these beautiful ephemera pieces right here. So right here, there's like a map. This is from the Lake District where Beatrix Potter actually lived. And she got her inspiration from the lake by her house to create the Jeremy Fisher character. So I thought that was pretty cute to add that right there. just little bits of stories to go along with it. Who has actually, like, we have a kit in our membership that's all the letters that Beatrix Potter wrote to Noelle, and that's kind of where the start of all these Beatrix Potter characters came from. So who in our membership actually has used these letters? Like, not just inside, but actually told people about it and shared it with people and just like got super excited about that. Like, I just want to know, is it just me feeling that way, or who else actually feels that way? I just wanted to know. And then here I made some really small Beatrix Potter letters right there. I just minimized them to include, and the little ticket, like her little puff ticket. Here is where she talks about, oh no, this is not the puff story. The puff story is actually inside one of the bigger letters that's included. So I just wanted to include that here, and we can add it to this right here. Isn't it fun to just add so much ephemera and so many pieces? I just love that so much. Beautiful. Let's see here. I printed all of the letters on rice paper so they feel vintage. Oh my word. That's amazing. What a great idea. Wow, that is rice paper. Who would have thought? That is next level, Angela. Okay, so this is a pretty big folio. How are you guys going to close this? I would love some ideas. Share it with everybody. Cheryl says she's just joined, so she's not seen the letters, and she'll definitely incorporate it into her journals. Awesome. Cheryl, you and I should do a cup of coffee together. We should maybe send me a DM, and I have a call that I'm going to be doing with Kelly on Monday, but you and I should actually do a call maybe Monday morning sometime, and I'm going to just show you around a little bit, get you settled, show you how everything works. So please send me a DM and we'll connect. Perfect. So let me just put these ones aside. Did everybody have so much fun with this today? Does everybody feel so confident? I am just loving to hear all your ideas and seeing all the things you made with this. I want to see you guys' folios, and if you can do a little video, show me how your mechanism works. I would love to see that. Okay, so who is ready for our big reveal, you guys? Our members already know what this is, but everybody else is, I'm thinking, a little bit in the dark about this still. So who is ready to hear it? Okay, here we go. So Matt and I have been working for the past 2 weeks on a huge project, and it is the Peacock Garden Junk Journal Retreat. So this is going to be the biggest event of the year, you guys. This is absolutely an amazing event that Matt and I are hosting for you. And guess what? Everybody gets to go for free. It's a completely free event. You can hop on over to the event group, and you can join right away. Like, get your ticket right now. Matt's gonna drop the link for you guys on Ko-fi on where to register for this event. It is completely free to register. It doesn't cost you a dime. Now, that being said, all our members, all the Crafting Studio members, get every single kit that we're gonna be making inside the event, like that 12-hour event, gets all of that for free. So if you're a Crafting Studio member, you get every single one of the kits for the Peacock Garden Retreat weekend for free. If you are not a member, don't worry, you can still get it, but it's $47. So it's $47 will get you the complete event, all the kits for the event, a bonus kit that we're going to be assembling at a bonus workshop a week after the event, and it also gets you lifetime replay access. Now, our members don't get automatic replay access. Our members have a $17 upgrade package. So if you're a member, you can upgrade for $17 one time. And that gives you also access to the bonus kit, the bonus workshop, and lifetime replay access. So this is going to be amazing. Over 130 of our members have already signed up for this kit. Once you sign up, you're going to get a welcome package, and the second page of your welcome package is your golden ticket. If you register for the free workshop, that's perfectly fine. You're going to get a free access pass. Come and post your free access pass golden ticket right here in the group, you guys. We want to see them all. If you are a member, I know you guys have posted your tickets in the membership group already, but come and post it here too. Show off your tickets. I want to see, because some of you really just went all out and blinged up your tickets. So it would be lovely to see. And then if you upgrade to the VIP pass for $47, you get a VIP pass golden ticket. You can come post that as well. All our members who upgraded to the member upgrade pass, they got a different ticket that says member upgrade pass. So come on in, come put down your golden ticket, show all of us what it looks like. Matt's also going to drop for you guys the Facebook event link for the Peacock Garden retreat weekend retreat. And that is going to tell you guys where to go. To just click the going button. If you're going to be there, make sure that you click the going button, and that will show us that you're coming. So it is going to be such a fun time, you guys. I can't wait to share this with you. We already have a workshop hub set up where you can download your very first freebie for this event. Matt created some beautiful wallpapers for your phones and your laptops and your iPads, so you can be reminded of it. It looks like a beautiful peacock garden. We have your golden ticket. On Monday, we're going to start our bingo game for this event. So make sure that you guys register and that you hit that going button, because as soon as you hit the going button, you get informed of all of the notifications for the event. So I can't wait to see you guys there. I am so excited that you joined us here today. Members, we have a member workshop tomorrow inside the member-only Facebook group. The product is not dropped yet. It's going to be one of the desk organizers for the Beatrix Potter theme. Matt's going to drop the link for you guys, for those of you who are new and have not joined us in the Crafting Studio Facebook group yet. Make sure that you go to the Crafting Studio Facebook group. Please make sure to add your email address and also agree to the rules. We cannot let anybody in who hasn't agreed to the rules, because we share so much art and freebies and stuff in there that we just want to make sure that you know that you cannot share that outside of the group. So thank you so much for joining us here, you guys. I really love it. So if you're not a member yet, join for $7. If you are a member, make sure to head on over to the Facebook group. I will be posting the link for the desk organizer that we're going to be creating tomorrow in the Facebook group first, and then we'll be uploading it to the member portals. That way you can get started on creating it right away. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Lots of love, and I would love to see those pictures of your mechanisms that we made today. Have a great weekend, you guys.